Hello! Me again, back in business, as usual. I've gotten a few, actually several questions about how I warm up and how I prepare for shows and stuff. So I do have a certain routine that has been, developed by itself, I guess, during many years. But basically, I always do the same things before starting to play. First is to, warm up the hands and stuff. So, but usually what I do first, I do just like a chromatic picking exercises, which idea is to get your right hand and left hand, coordination working good. So basically what I do is just this kind of simple. You can gradually speed it. And up to the highest fret. But it's important that you start slowly and when the hands warm up, so that each pick and finger, so it's the picking is like articulate and clean, so it's not something like that. That doesn't serve anyone, So the idea is not to play as fast as you can, but to get And what I do also quite similar, but instead of doing 1, 2, 3, 4, I do 1, 2, 3. So it's like 1, 2, 3, and then the next string it starts in upstroke, and then downstroke, down. And you can do like, or then just palm muting. And the idea is try to keep your hand like on the same position, so you should be able to cover all the strings without really moving much of your wrist. You can do, faster and slower and whatever. So it's just chromatic stuff. So you don't have to worry about any scales or think about that. You only focus on the cooperation between your fret hand and your picking hand. All right. Then I do those noodle around, and then what I usually do is I play the 7 diatonic modes. Which I've showed you how to play on my previous lessons. So basically just to remind me where the notes are with any particular scale and mode and box and stuff. So I'm doing it in different keys. So usually what I do is if we imagine that we will be in A minor. Because that's the key that my previous lessons have been. So then if we would start here on the lowest part of the neck in the A minor, then the first mode will be, box will be. Second. and so on. You know, alternate picking and then doing the same things with hammer-ons and pull-offs. This is usually harder, I mean, because you know, I basically started to play now, so got from the gym, so hands are pretty tough. But you know, this is a good exercise. I mean, first it's like really. I mean, I'm better, you know, at picking things rather than doing hammer-ons and pull-offs. But those are important also if I wanna, you know, sound more fluid or stuff. So that's important that I, especially for me, since I tend to pick a lot more than do like legato things. So this what is something that I need to do before every show to be able to play legato if I want to, because it's something that doesn't come so naturally to me, the alternate picking. This kind of thing comes more naturally. So, but anyway, you know the modes, like, and then you know you can do like, or same with the picking. Or then like, you know, so different variations of hammer-ons, pull-offs, and maybe doing like you know, alternate picking first, then hammer-on, and all kinds of combinations to get you know, your hands warm up, and it's a good way to, you know, remind you how the different scales go and etc. etc. So that's what I do. Then I basically do the same thing with pentatonics, like went through all the scales and something like, or some, now I would do it like, sometimes I do. You know, so as you can hear, I haven't warmed up, so it's not that good. So, but when I do this, my warm-up thing takes about half an hour. Then these licks actually go as, you know, planned, or, you know, more fluidly and better. But yeah, so that's being honest. Okay, then I'm going through this a lot faster, but usually I do, you know, all kinds of, and then, you know, doing pentatonics like maybe 2 strings. So just, you know, to get the things going, and then what I do also is this kind of string skipping things, you know, just, you know, those kind of arpeggio things. It's cool to, you know, kind of like what Nino Berencourt and Gilbert does. those are good for, you know, string skipping things, which are important. And then I also do this like with like open string things like this is something that I always do. This is, you know, same lick and with all the strings. It's good for, again, the coordination and the open strings there. It's good. And then what I do is this, again, this hammer-on pull-off thing. This is I got this from I guess Dimebag, Daryl, you know, showed this, not to me, but on some old Guitar World article, you know, which was like so on. That's like really, I mean, you have to do this a few times. So the idea is to go all the strings down and then up like. So that's really, I mean, but after you do this few times, then it's after that it goes, and then you know you can play, you know, again. A lot of those really fluidy hammer-on and pull-offs stuff. Okay, and then well, that was kind of like, you know, the kind of solo thing warm-up, but of course playing tight rhythm in rock and metal, you have to have your right hand in good shape. So what I do is I do this like combination of down picking and then alternate and like triad thing. So it's just like, you know. You know, with every string. Really simple, just to focus on the. And then, of course, what I always play, if I have a normal tuned guitar. Like now this is in normal E tuning. Usually my guitars are tuned a bit down, you know, because the bands that I play in, that I have played, we use like lower tunings, like from E flat to D to C sharp to C, and even to, like, you know, drop A. So but that's why I have this. It's my old trusty Tokai, which is actually really good sounding. Oh, this is in normal tuning. You know, when I jam along tracks at home or something, or do these videos. So because I thought that I'd do all of these lesson things with a normal E-tuned guitar. So yeah, if I in normal, then I, you know, just play along with the old Metallica albums, because that's like, you know. it's really good for down picking, you know, playing, and there are, I mean, puppets. If you played it from beginning to end, it's pretty hard, you know. I mean, Hetfield, man, is amazing guy, one of my first heroes, and you know, some other stuff like so those kind of you know, old Metallica's was always good for your picking. Especially down picking. So and then I usually, you know, just, you know, noodle something, you know, play maybe the solos through if I have some written out solos and not totally improvise, I go through them, and you know, just maybe sit on a, you know, couch and just play stupid stuff, or you know, and sometimes I'm like, hey, what was that? That was a good riff, you know, maybe I should do a song about it from it. But yeah, that was the basic warm-up routine. So coordinating your left and right hand, go through scales with alternate picking hammer-ons, and then do these string skipping arpeggio kind of things. You know, these open string licks, and these which are just for, you know, exercising, strengthening your muscles and warming up. So basically those kinds of things is my warm-up routine made of. Okay, hopefully you found this useful, and stay tuned for more videos to come. Thanks, bye.